How's it going? How's it going? So today I'm just gonna cut directly to the chase and not play any games about this opportunity and this business and even just about life, right? And so I want to tell you guys I've been in business and I started early, right? Uh, it even goes back in terms of the hustle and grind. I had a neighbor, right, and I want to say I probably just got my license, and uh, man, I was in high school, and so what I learned early on in terms of how to the really uh, get in sales is sell yourself, right? A lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of people win out here, and it's in this cargo van, bus truck business, and I look at the same people that go out and buy a 50, 80, $90,000 cargo van, Sprinter, Transit, or Mercedes, which is right at about 90, right? And it's and they putting 2022, 2023 vans on Facebook Marketplace for sale, and they said it doesn't work, you know. And I am so frustrated for these individuals because it did work. You just didn't work. It's the difference between the industry didn't work or you didn't work. You didn't put the effort in to be successful in this industry. And when people are doing that, you know, they are setting the industry up for failure, because what they tell people, oh, you know what, you should have got in 10 years ago. You should have got in 5 years ago. Guys, all that is BS. And the reason why I say it's BS is because when you look at in terms of any way that you exchange money for goods or service, it's a valuable product. In this case, you're in a service industry. Your product, right, is you. You have to convince someone that your business, right, and your services is better than the competition. How do you do that? Right? You have to have referrals, right? You have to go out there and build a clientele base. How do you do that? Right? You go out there and do whatever it takes. You roll your sleeves up. You get out there. You knock on the doors. You make flyers. You go get on social media. Have your presence on social media, and this is how you build what we call the game of life, right? The game of life is really that you going out there and making it happen and not making any excuses, right? I get tired of these people telling me that it doesn't work. The industry is dead. How much should I charge someone for this and that? You know what? How much are you worth? How much are you worth? Are you gonna accept these nickel and dime jobs that's gonna continue to put you in the red? If you got a 40, 50, $60,000 vehicle, right, and you are doing deliveries, and somebody is telling you 75 cents a mile, how in the world are you gonna pay a $800 to $1,000 car van payment plus another $1,000 if you got commercial insurance, and plus the keep up of that van, the gas, right, the oil changes, the tires, right, that goes along with all that, right? Guys, stop beating yourself up and undervaluing yourself, right? This is why this industry is the way it is because people are taking these low price loads. Do not take the freights, guy. Some people are gonna be mad that I made this this video, and they're gonna say, man, why is this guy out here telling people not to eat? I'm not telling you not to eat. I'm just telling you, you're going to price yourself out of the industry if you keep doing that, right? And the short-term money is going to have you feeling a hard-term success. What do you mean by hard-term success? You could get the quick money, right? But what is your bottom line? When you measuring everything up, when it's come fourth quarter, December 2024, you look at the money you made and you look at the expenses. If you're not staying in your van while you're out and you are in a hotel and you got to eat while you're out on the road, did it really add up of the loads that you took early on for that early pay? And then now look at yourself. You find out that you don't have any money in your bank account, right? You find out that you're either in the red or you're just breaking even. That's not how life is designed for you guys. If you want to win, guys, I'm gonna tell you, this is how you win. And I got off track because I got kind of upset about a lot of the people, telling me that the industry is dead. So what I did early on to create relationship and build a funnel of a network of customers is I started a detail business about 16 years old, 17 years old. And my neighbor was my first customer. Man, I'm gonna tell you, they trust me. They even trust me at about 18 years old, and I want to say 19. I was coming home from college, washing their cars, waxing their cars, vacuuming their cars, just doing additional things. I wasn't charging them a whole lot of money, guys. I was getting the experience. Guess what? After I washed their cars, I took the car in the back of my home and parked it on by my garage, and I washed the cars, and I waxed it with my garage door open. I had it set up in the garage in my parents' home. And this is how I got into business. I quickly, going to, at the time, I used to take my my mom's car to Firestone. And the owner of Firestone, who knew who I was, and he wound up, I told him what I was doing. I'm going to tell you, I made some generic business cards that you print up, guys, on my own. And I went to Office Max and I put it in the printer and I print out some generic business cards. Just early on, guys. Gave him a business card. He said, "Hey man, you know what? Yeah, you can. And so what I did when my car was being serviced, I took his car back home, cleaned his. He had a Mustang, and it was a GT. You trust me with a GT at an early age. Rear-wheel drive. So I had to make sure that when those tires got wet, that I understood that it's a rear-wheel drive that it might spin. So I took my time, right? Clean and wax it, and guess what? I built a relationship with him. And then you know what? He started calling me every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks, what I did was go pick up his car, leave a car there, and then bring his car back, and then take my car, right? Started doing this, build. Then he wound up giving me referrals. He wound up other people that worked there, other that was working there. Guess what? They weren't going anywhere, right? So they were like, man, you know what? You're doing a good job. Can you do mine? Oh, absolutely. I do yours. So I built up a network, and then they liked my service. They started telling their friends, and I built up a network of a detail and car washing. And I was back then, man. I was only charging maybe $35 to $50 for a detail, right? I know now you paying $200 or $300 for a detail, but we talking about in the '90s. We talking about a kid that's not even 21. I don't think I was even 21. And so I only say that, guys, is I wind up building a clientele base around 25 customers. And so when I got out of college or whatever, you know what, I build a skill to be able to communicate and understand what business means. It's all about building relationships. It's all about building that funnel, right? And so, guys, what I tell you, not to brag, but to press upon you, is to go out there, knock on a couple doors, get you some business cards, get you some flyers, and if you build those relationship, guys, guess what? They're gonna refer you to other clients, and you're gonna be able to be a part of their network, a part of their circle, and then eventually you start working with bigger companies, right? What I've done was getting up in this transportation business early. I knocked on a couple of doors of tire shops, Firestone, uh, uh, Discount Tires, and they had clients, dealerships. They had clients, auto shops that they need tires to be delivered, and I was their go-to guy. Hey, Kevin, we got a client that needs at the dealership. They need about 20 tires, right? Can you do that for us today? Well, you know what, man? Let me look. If I'm not on the road, I'm gonna make room for that client because I don't want nobody else to get that business. And guess what? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, when do you need them? Yesterday. Okay. All right. I'll be over there. That's how people are quick to say no, and that's why you lose your contracts. You know what? I'm not saying that you really take away from the other opportunities that you have, but what I am saying is, if you can put those tires in your truck, or you can put them boxes in, and you have another client that's not out of town, look, go ahead and do both. So, guys, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to really motivate you guys, stay positive, right? And believe in yourself. Every business is about self. I believe in my higher being. I always believe that God is going to bless me with opportunity. So when I get up every morning, I praise him for the opportunity every day, right? Praise him for waking me up in the morning, right? And so I don't take it lightly, right? I don't take it lightly that, you know what, that this business of life, right? I believe that, you know what, I haven't tapped into the things that I know in terms of a high being. I heard a story, what the pastor told me. He said, you know what, the biggest and correct me if I'm wrong, I might be saying it wrong. He said most people go to their graves with so many he said the most important ideas in this world are not with the people that's alive. It's the people that pass away in the graveyard. So what he basically saying is, you had people that had ideas that could have been billion dollar ideas, right? But guess what? They decided to play small ball, right? And not tap into what God has put them on this earth to do. And guess what? Those dreams died when they died. So guys, what I tell you is tap into your gift. If you tap into your gift that God has given you, right? These jobs will come like this. Popping. But it's about you believing in yourself. With that being said, guys, again, I always end with go get the book. www.cargovanbusiness.com. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm telling you my life stories, right? That I'm gonna tell you, I got so many different. I'm sorry, I got so many different experiences, right? So many corporations that I have I work for, right? So many different companies, right? I even started uh, a wholesale distributor company, right? Uh, and that's another video. So right now, I'm telling you guys is it's about you believing in yourself. With that being said, take care.